gracious me!
Don't gamble with FIFA points. Head straight to the source at u7buy.com, and if you use the code TVM at the checkout, you get yourself a discount. Link in the description. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to another video, and today we're going to take a look at a very, very expensive player that, to be fair, a lot of you may or may not be working towards or already have in your teams, and this may be old news, but I recently acquired a player that is used by pros and is a quote-unquote meta card. And I'm basically going to go and find out whether he's worth the coins and whether he is as meta as people say he is. Now, I'm not necessarily in a position to say that the pros are wrong and I'm right, but we're going to take a look at him anyway. I'm, of course, talking about Patrick Vieira's 91 Prime icon. Now, I've played 10 games so far, all in Weekend League. That's a lie. I've played one Rivals game, I think. But so far, so good. I mean, he's not a bad card, obviously. You'd expect him to be top notch because, like I said, the pros use him. He's such a meta card. He's 6'4", high defensive work rate. Would be better if he had a 4-star weak foot, 5-star weak foot, something of that nature. But 3-star is fine for a CDM, which is where I'm playing him, by the way, 4-2-3-1. And his attributes are, I mean, they're good. I wouldn't say his attributes are off the chart. It's that sort of, it's a weird thing, this card, to be honest, because he's so meta and so, I don't know, overly used, I guess. He's just in nearly every team I play these days. And he's in the pros teams, he's in all the competitions that they can build whatever the teams they want. They've got access to every single card in the game. Obviously, they'll go for the Moments version, but before the Moments existed, this was the go-to. So it's a weird thing for me that card, even with the stats not as low as they are, but they're not. I mean, I would say, oh yeah, that's good. But there are Team of the Season cards out there with far better stats than this guy. I mean, if I just, for instance, right, memorize those. Let's go look at this. Those, on the other hand, are much better. I mean, he's got more light green. In fact, there is no orange there at all in Thiago Mendes. Absolutely none. He's got insane sprint speed. He can shoot from distance. His passing is very good. His dribbling and ball control, his agility, balance, it's all mid-80s. His defensive stats, okay, bar the heading, 94 stand tackle, 95 slide, and he's got very good physicals in stamina and aggression. Strength a little low and jumping is fine. And then if we go back to Vieira, yeah, okay, stand tackle competes, but the slide tackle doesn't. The passing is a little bit down. The long shot power isn't as good. He's got orange stats in there, his agility and his balance. You know, there's a lot left to be desired there. I would say that they're quite even, but in terms of a well-rounded card, Thiago Mendes takes the medal. However, this guy's 6'4", and he's built like a tank. And, of course, he's got 90 strength. I've got a backbone on him as well, so we've upped the slide tackle to 97. The marking goes up to 95. The heading goes up to 88, and the interceptions is now perfect at 99. And, of course, the stand tackle's 99 as well. And then we've improved the short passing, now up to 99. Vision up to 94. And, of course, the physicals, 95 strength, 86 jumping. So it's a much better card now. Turns into a 95 rated CDM, but it is curious as to why people still use this and not a Team of the Season card that just has better stats. This guy's good, but he's not a Team of the Season card. Is it because icons feel a certain way, maybe? Someone said in my chat the other day, because I mentioned it then, and then someone said yes, but he's got the icon feel, and I know exactly what he means. There are several icons out there that just feel insane, even though their card isn't exactly that great compared to other people. Like the base Bergkamp, right, is a decent card, don't get me wrong. But it's not as good as half the players I had in my team at the time. But that Bergkamp card just kept scoring goals, kept getting assists, and he felt really nice. Even though his stats didn't necessarily suggest that he would be. As I say, I'm in a 4-2-3-1. He is on 10 chem. We do have the backbone chem style. I have played 10 games. So far, so good, as I've said. But we're going to go into a live Foot Champs game now, and I'm going to see how he gets on and talk a little bit more about if this guy is as good as people say he is. So my opponent for the said game has lots of Team of the Seasons. Dodgy centre-back there, I think his name is Stark. He's got Emre Can. Would not be surprised if this guy pressed pause straight from kickoff and made some subs, because that team does look a little bit weird in places. Vieira in there to make the challenge. And he's very good at doing that by himself. I don't often have to tell him to do it. He just sort of gets in there, sticks his body in. That could very well be a goal. And it's a good save from the keeper. Blanc chasing. I've got Vieira controlled in the middle, as you can see, trying to block the passing lane. There he goes to commit, and he gets there as well. He's going to get the ball back here. I'm going to send Gareth Bale up the line. He's read it. And I'm going to play it short to Bale, who stopped his run now. Back into Vieira. And we have Casemiro, but I do have Alexandro on the overlap. He's controlling the fullback there. Ronaldo goes through. This is Roberto Firmino. I need that gap for Gareth Bale to get that first time shot off. He's very well set up, this guy. Here's Ronaldo. Was a little bit down on the play there. I don't know what he was doing. He sort of wandered off. Ronaldo, Vieira. Ball into the middle here from Vieira. Socrates back to Vieira. Ronaldo on a run. Let's lift that over. Good ball from Vieira. Some nice vision and a good cross here needed. It's a long looping ball into the box with his weak foot. I don't know why he hit it with his left, mind, because I shift that onto the stronger foot. But yeah, it is what it is. We kept that in. Oh, and he's just run away from it. We've got it back again, and here is Vieira with some strength. That's nice football from Vieira. I like that. Vieira's actually a bit of a shining light in this at the moment because every other player is playing like an absolute pudding. Vieira in there to make the interception. I mean, I've read it, but Vieira needed to... he had the mobility and everything about it. It was a nice interception. Here's Bale. Well, I tried to do a heel-to-heel, but he didn't want to listen, and he's managed to strength off his man there. I don't know how he's done that. He's still done it. And Bale with the effort from distance, it was never going to go in. I don't even know why I tried it. So, is the hype surrounding Vieira really, justified, I guess, is the whole point of the video. And also, I had a new player. I'm playing Weekend League. And I kind of wanted to make a video and use the gameplay that I'm actually recording. The reason I went post-com here and there's not that many live clips is because I find it quite difficult to concentrate when playing Weekend League and recording sort of live at the same time, because I have to talk and concentrate on what I'm saying as well as the gameplay. So that's why we've gone post-com. But, I'm into sort of 15-20 games played now with Vieira. I've got a very good understanding of what to expect, what not to expect, and what to get out of the card. And he's got what I like to call the icon factor. He feels like it's sort of next level. It's kind of like I don't know. It's like he's got boosted stats to what you see on paper. So icons, and I've always thought this and I've always said this, icons have that feel. They feel completely different to a 91 team of the season. He doesn't really have an area in which he's just not that great. Like Renato Augusto's card, for instance. It's a 92 rated card, which is better than Vieira. He has some stats better than Vieira, but he has like 79 composure. You don't get none of that nonsense with an icon, generally speaking. You always have a very well-rounded card, but more than that is like a hidden feel, a hidden factor. And he will feel completely different in-game to a 91 rated Team of the Season card with all but identical stats, if not better. I've used CDMs out there that are similar to Vieira in stature, in stats, and yet, for whatever reason, they don't feel anywhere near as good in-game. And I can't explain it other than this is an icon and he has that wow factor. And I can more than understand why people are using this and the pros use it and everybody and their grandmothers are going out and doing this SBC because it just makes sense. He's a 6'4" CDM with high defensive work rates, excellent strength and stamina, and is just an absolute boss of the midfield. I have Thiago Mendes, I have 93 Casemiro, and that Renato Augusto card is actually pretty good with the right chem style. And Vieira is head and shoulders, quite literally, better than all of them. It took me a little while to get going. A few games in and I wasn't really that sure about him, but the more that you play, the more you realise he does an awful lot that you don't have any say in. Like he does auto challenges and auto interceptions, and his positioning is fantastic. He's just everything realistically you need in CDM. Now, of course, if you're playing this game for quote-unquote fun, I don't know what you're smoking, but hey, if you are, then you don't need Vieira. But if you're playing this to try and make your experience as easy as possible and as fluid as possible and actually get the best out of the game and to get results, Vieira is the player that you need. Not I would recommend, you need him at CDM. There are other players out there, Zanetti, Petit, and so on. You know, the list goes on and on for icons you can use in CDM. But in all honesty, Vieira has been the best CDM that I've used in FIFA. So yes, rumour confirmed, this guy is as good as people say he is. And like you needed me to confirm it for you, I know. But just to give you my experience, I really, really like him. He's very expensive, but I would say probably worth the coins. If you have enjoyed the video, do me a favour and smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.